Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 8th day of December. Here we go. So you probably all know by now that Haneros Halalu Kodesh Haim Ve'en Lanu Rishus L'Hishtamesh Bahem. It's in the song. The candles of the Hanukkah lights are holy, and we're not supposed to use them. And that was a law that we mentioned the other day. But that really refers to the main lighting of the candles of the menorah, which means the first half hour. So technically speaking, it would be possible to consider that I could use the lights of the menorah after the half hour is done, because then I fulfilled the mitzvah, and the oil and the light that's now burning after that is not mitzvah oil. It's just extraneous, and therefore maybe I could read a book by those lights or whatever. And you can probably tell where I'm going with this, and that is that it's not so kosher to be using the lights after that either, because they were set aside for the mitzvah. They were put in the container, and now they're remaining in there, and they're still burning, and it's a little shaky for you to go using that oil for other stuff, like to light something else or to light up the room. There are some people who make a condition, and they say, as I pour the oil into these containers and I light them, it's just the first half hour that's set aside for the mitzvah. Everything after that is extra, and I'm making a condition saying that after that half hour is over, then after that half hour I'm going to use the menorah for my personal use. There are other people, and it's good to be in this camp, who are strict about it and say, no, it's not good to start at 6:05, when the half hour is over, and then say, now I'm going to start using the light of the menorah, because it could get shaky, and people could not make the condition, could forget to make the condition, could get confused about what you're doing. So it might be best to just not use the light of the Hanukkah thing at all, if possible. Certainly, if you want to say to yourself that I'm making a condition that the oil that remains in the cups, I want to use that oil for the following night, I don't even think a condition is necessary for that. If at the end of the first night you have some oil left in the cups and you're going to relight that cup with maybe a fresh wick or whatever, and you're going to use some of the oil from the first night to be the oil for the second night, that's fine. That's fine, because that was set aside for the mitzvah, and you're still using it for the mitzvah. You're just using it for the mitzvah the second night, so that's not so problematic at all. It's not a problem at all. And therefore, we're going to say that just straight out, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Use the oil that's left over from the first night to help you light for the second night. No pushback on that. That's going to be totally fine. If it happens that after your candle's lit for the main half hour, then you want to travel to someone else's house you're going to visit someone for Hanukkah, there's no one to watch the candles, and it's a bit of a fire hazard, then you can put out the fire after the main half hour is done, and no concern that you're hurting a mitzvah or something. Once your candles were lit for half an hour, you are done, and if for safety reasons you're leaving the house and don't want your candles continually burning while you're not there, you could put out the fire and use that oil again on the next night for the next night's lighting. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.